callosum, from here all the way over, okay? And you got that little membrane here called the septum pellucidum, which separates between the two lateral ventricles. Alrighty? Your thalamus is here with the intrathalamic adhesion. Choroid plexus with the third ventricle. Got it? Cerebral aqueduct, area of the fourth ventricle. Here is where your corpora quadrigemini are. Remember the two sets of twins? The two bumps on top and the two bumps on the bottom? We even saw that on the brain, didn't we? Okay? Can't miss this. That's the pons. Here's the medulla. This curve here is the midbrain. Okay? Don't make it any harder than that. All right. This white part here is where we cut the optic nerve in half. So that's an optic nerve here, but this is the optic chiasm where they cross. That white area right there. This little white Nike swoosh here is called a fornix, which means the curve. Okay. There's your pineal gland, little orange, little pink dude back here on your brain, the little brown thing. Huh? Okay. So, everything cool with that one? Okay. Now remember, I can't identify everything in one picture, so that's why there's multiple pictures. See, now we're doing a close-up. Okay? We're just doing a close-up.
I'll post this if y'all.
See, up here is where you would have your olfactory nerve, number 1, optic nerve, number 2, ocular motor, number 3. Got it? Now this little bump here, there's two of them next to each other called mammillary bodies, because it reminds somebody of two little boobies. Okay? I'm not worried about, I don't think we're going to put these two commissures on. Okay? But they are anterior and posterior commissures. Remember, they go left to right. The main commissure we need to know is this guy.
Do you want me to scroll for you?
Huh?
Do you want me to scroll for you?
Yeah, could you? Okay. The only other thing that is special here is now we can see the infundibulum, the stalk, and the pituitary gland hanging down under the optic chiasm. Okay? Everything else is still pretty much what it was, just a different model. And of course, your arbor vitae. Got it? Okay. All right. On this particular model, that's a slice from the bottom part of the brain. The reason I like it, there is the little shrimp you guys pulled out. That's your hippocampus right here. Okay. And it's right underneath the two lateral ventricles, which has your choroid plexus underneath it. Okay. You see how these nerves are all in one area? Association. These go across. Commissures. Got it? All right. And that's the longitudinal fissure which separates the left and right hemisphere. All right. This is your cerebellum. And the only really big things to know here, that's the arbor vitae. These two things, remember, that's cerebellar peduncles that go to the cerebellum. The ones that go up are the cerebral peduncles. Remember, peduncles are pedicel, bunch of axons. Other than that, this little part here is called the anterior lobe. This big part underneath here is called the posterior lobe. And this tiny little thing here is called the flocculus. Those are the lobes of your cerebellum. All right, here's a good one. This is your ice cream cone. So this is the front. We know it's the front because optic nerves, pituitary gland, mammillary bodies. There's your cerebral peduncles going up. This big belly is the pons. And now we see in the front, these are your pyramidal tracts. Because that's where the motor is in the front, right? Now, who can do the cranial nerves with me? If your olfactors are up here, that's number 2. Number 3. Number 4, trochlea. Number 5. Okay? Then you got your 6, 7, 8. Remember? 6, 7, 8. Remember, we drew them on the board. Then you got 9, 10, 11, and 12 in the front. Okay? All right. And there we are, just numbering the cranial nerves. Okay? Because like I said, if I put all of it in one picture, your mind would be blown. Too many things. Alrighty? That's just a side view. I don't think it's on your test, but that's a side view, which shows you a pretty good, that's that trunk, that's that peduncle. Alrighty? Here's how your trochlea, number 4, comes around from the back and goes to the front. Alrighty? So, pyramidal tracts. Okay, this is now the front from an angle. Don't worry about the same thing. This is the back side. How do I know it's the back? Because that's your pineal gland, not your pituitary. And notice, do you see 2 optic nerves? No. So this is the back, okay? There's your corpora quadrigemini, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty? We call these big things, that's the insula, and it's underneath is the hypothalamus. That's the hypothalamus, okay? But this is the insula, alrighty? There's your peduncle again. And then these are the 2 peduncles that are going back to the cerebellum. Cerebellar peduncles, cerebral peduncles. Okay, what else? All right, peripheral nerve, we got your plexus under control, right? Okay, now how about this one? See this? It starts here, goes under your armpit, and curls around to your shoulder. Goes under your armpit and curls around to your shoulder. That's the axillary nerve. Okay? There's your sympathetic chain ganglia. And each of these, since they're between your ribs, are the intercostal nerves. Okay? Now look at this one. Look at the name. Musculocutaneous. It's between the muscle and your skin. So is that nerve going to be deep or superficial? Right here, along the outside of your arm. Got it? Musculocutaneous. All right? And there's a lumbar plexus, and there is your sacral plexus. The sacral plexus is here, the lumbar plexus is here, and we have certain nerves coming off of those plexes that we need to know. So that's the next picture. All right. See how this is forked like a snake's tongue? This forked one is the ilioinguinal nerve. Alrighty? And then this one coming down is femoral. Okay? And if it's next to the femoral is the big one down the femur. Bone. Got it? But look at this one. On the outside of the leg, femoral cutaneous. Like the musculocutaneous of your arm, it's between the muscle and the skin down the side of the leg. Okay? And then let's look at the arm. Gee, there's your thumb. So this must be the radial nerve. There's your pinky. That must be the ulnar nerve. And this one's in the middle, median nerve. And the reason I have the numbers here is because on the plastic models, if you were to look at them, they're numbered. And you can see the numbers. Okay? So double check yourself. Oh, this one happens to be, this big one here in the back is your sciatic. And this here is your obturator. Okay. All right, and then again, you can see the lateral cutaneous, ilioinguinal, all right? This big one going down the back of the leg. See, that's why it disappears behind the leg. Remember, this leg is facing forward, this leg is turned sideways. See, you see the back of it? Behind your leg, all the way down to your toes, is your sciatic. Alrighty? And the femoral is over this and over this. Got it? That's your femoral. And this big one here on the inside is your saphenous nerve. And of course, the one on the outside is the fibular, where the fibula is, right? Now your tibia, oh, look at this. Look at the name. Sural. What's your sural? Your calf region, right? So that's the one back here. And then your tibial nerve runs down behind the tibia bone. Okay? So, and here's another cervical plexus, brachial plexus, lumbar plexus, sacral plexus, coming out of the sacrum. Alrighty? Alright, now we do some close-ups. Alright. See, there's your brain. So who are these? Olfactory, right? And then you got your optics, you got your mammillary body, right? There's 6, 7, 8. Got it? Don't flip out over that. Sympathetic chain ganglia. Now, number 2, with its branch going down, that is your phrenic nerve. The only one coming out of the cervical plexus that we need to worry about. Okay? Where does it go? To the diaphragm if you breathe. Alrighty? That's why somebody's choking you, you're not cutting off their oxygen because you have to crush their trachea to do that. You're stopping the flow of information to your diaphragm to breathe. That's why you choke. Okay? Pyramidal tracts are the guys in the front. Intercostal nerves between the costals. And this is definitely on your lab practical. There's your conus in the middle, conus medullaris. All of this hanging down, this is your cauda equina. And the one little line going down the middle, which Mr. Weber will paint green, is your filum terminalis. The little ligament that holds it in place. See, remember? The forked one, ilioinguinal. Got it? The one on the sides of your legs, lateral femoral. That's my wife saying, she's here, we gotta go, give me a second. Hey baby. Okay, give me a few minutes, okay, almost there. Okay. Alright. Gee, what's the big one going across my femur? Femoral. What's the big one coming out of my butt? Sciatic. What's the little one coming out of my butt? Obturator. Got it? Big, little, got it? Okay. G, do you think we can figure out which nerves are in your arms? Right? Yeah. So, thumb is over here. So that's your median nerve, that's your ulnar nerve. They don't show a very good radial nerve. Alright? Anything else? Okay, this is your leg. The sciatic nerve coming down the back of your leg, this is the back of your knee, okay? So, the perineal or fibular nerve, and then the one that goes down the back is your tibial nerve. Because going down your tibia. Cool beans? Anything else?
I will keep going on to the next part, but I know you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go. But is there any other? I think that's it for the
No,
nerves
that
in
was
your
everything
legs.
I wanted. Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans?
Thank you.
Thank you.